Hello, lacrosse friends. Welcome to the first ever Arena Lacrosse League playoff game. Liam Patton and Mike Atwood will take the inaugural playoff face-off. Well, it's quite a battle, and Atwood's just going to shove Patton away from the ball, but it's picked up by Connor Brown. He'll bounce it off the boards, but doesn't get it to Patton. Bit of a mistake there to hand over possession on the first play, and Atwood shovels it ahead. Here comes Brooker Muir over to Anthony Patterson. That skips away from him. The action is fast and furious right off the bat. We're 20 seconds in, and already we've had some rumbling back and forth, a couple of big hits. Parrish will get the ball. They finished 5th in the regular season, just behind the number 4 St. Catharines Shockwave. So they meet in this first quarterfinal. There'll be another one tomorrow night, which will set up Final Four weekend, Saturday for the semis and Sunday for the finals in Oshawa. Ball skips away, but is grabbed once again by Mike Burke. Burke, a huge factor, leads the league with over 7 points a game, 7.13 points per game in the 8 games he played for the Parish RiverWolves. So it is huge for them to have him as Brandon Slade runs it up over mid-floor. Blair Goss right on top of him. Dylan Gatt, dressed wearing number 66 for St. Catharines. He has been out for a while, so they're got to be happy to have him back. Comes to Gatt. He'll hand it off to Chris Atwood, whose shot goes off the foot of Blair Goss. He's just going to cover the ball. Atwood does get a shot off. Koger picks it up. Koger also I haven't seen him play for a bit. That pass up to Drake Smith. Smith throws it down low. That pass is way too high. And the ball skips out to Grant Crawley. Crawley with the outlet pass to Dylan Leprod. 2-on-1. Pass through, doesn't connect. Once again with Josh Becker this time. And they're going to say that Becker ran through the crease to try and check Liam Patton, and it's Parish ball. I am Steven Stamp. This is Arena Lacrosse League action on JVI Sports Network. It took 1:45 for us to have a chance to get that in as Connor Brown runs up the floor, spins off a check. His turn back aside, and they're going to set up back at the top. Burke with it. Keene sets a little slip pick, slides through, pass across Melnichenko. The shot by Connor Brown. No problem for Crawley on that one. Ball's loose in the corner. Helpy tries to get it, gets away from him. Pike working on him, a shovel pass. Brooker Muir runs through the check, and a slashing call coming to Dan Keene. Muir looking for someone with him, gets it to him. Brian Neufeld is knocked over, and Keene might be, as he picks it up, might be lucky he didn't get a second penalty there. But Jeff Wittig up top has the ball. Wittig will just let it fly. The save there by Kevin Orleman in net for the RiverWolves. Long pass to Ulbicus. He runs onto it. We'll slow it down, hand it over to Callum Jones. Jones, the youngster, still junior age player, has brought a dynamic element to this team. He's going to try and go to the net. Slade knocks him aside. Brandon Slade, you can see number 10 for St. Catharines in the gold with the black shoulder caps. Not the biggest guy, but he is a sturdy defender. Big pick there by Tainhouse, and the shot by Jones misses the net. 8 up an entire 30, and the shot clock expires. It's over and back anyway, so either way, St. Catharines was going to get the ball, and Neufeld will immediately push it up to Chris Atwood. Becker takes it to the top and throws it back. Still 1:10 left on the power play. Wittig to Atwood, shoots. That one's blocked. Looks like that was Ulbicus getting in the way. They get it back with just 6 left on the shot clock, so Wittig rips it right in the chest protector of Orleman. Parrish wants a checking in the crease call, but you can go after the ball in the crease. If the goalie has it, though, if he has it trapped, you can't be poking away at his stick. And I think they're saying that he had it covered. From here, it looked like Orleman missed the ball the first time he tried to clamp down on it, and that's when Wittig took the poke, and then they went back. So I think if they saw the replay, they'd say they'd recognize it was okay, but it was close, definitely close. Wittig blocked by Patton on the Becker shot, 2-on-1. He's got Travis Burton with him. He's going to shoot, saved by the foot of Crawley. It's scooped up by Becker. St. Kitts will go back the other way. Patton harassing him. Leprod gets it ahead, and Chris Atwood slows it down, just 7 on the shot clock, so probably no shot coming before the penalty expires. Keene ready to get out, and he will step to the bench. And Blaze McCullough coming off the bench almost had that ball, but it actually went over his head and into the bench. We are back to even strength. We are almost 5 minutes into the first quarter, scoreless. Jeff Wittig wants to change that as he drives to the net and shoots. He stepped in the crease. Got a pretty nice shot off. There's the man up the floor. Connor Brown, saved by Crawley, goes straight back to Brown, who throws it to Tainhouse. He thought he had the ball, but it actually fell out just before he shot. Brandon Slade gliding up the floor. He is so smooth. He's going to go off, but he can stay and play defense. He'll hand it to the offense, though, and Neufeld will set things up. Gatt is the fifth man out, just coming off the bench. You see him coming into the picture there. And Becker stepping back from the check, trying to ward off the check by Patton. Great defensive shift by Patton. There's a save by Orleman on Atwood's shot. He saw that one coming and didn't have too much trouble with it. Solid defensive effort so far. A couple of good chances, primarily by Connor Brown. Breaking in alone, but Crawley stoned him. Picked by Burke. Keene trying to get it to him, does now, but it's too far. Goes out to Spencer Pike. He'll swim and slide down, give it off to Melnichenko. Low shot off the leg of Mike Atwood. 3 on the shot clock as Keene goes for it. He is tied up effectively, and Brooker Mura will start with possession for St. Kitts. The Shockwave really kind of got their game together late in the season. They started out with some up and down play, not very consistent, really had a tough time scoring, but they got better and better. And having Josh Becker, number 43, really helped, but he just flattened a man with them moving with a cross check to the middle of the back. And Paris not too happy. That wasn't called. That was a blatant one that just wasn't called. Paris has a very good argument on that one. They're going to get the ball back as the shot clock expires. Travis Burton didn't take it. He's just going to wait and let Andy Campbell pick the ball up. Campbell will run into the forecourt. Drake Smith waiting for a pass, gets it. Down to Tainhouse. Burke with the pick. There's the roll. He's Smith right on top, and Drake Smith left all alone. Just tucks it home behind Grant Crowley. Great two-man play by Tainhouse and Burke. And here in the first quarter, and Atwood comes out, flicks the ball, but it goes all the way over to the boards. Nobody can get it. Atwood, a big chop on Olbicus, but Olbicus fights him off anyway. Oh, now that's going to be a loose ball push. Burton will get on to Atwood's back as Atwood rammed Burton into the boards. Or sorry, he rammed Olbicus into the boards. Very considerate by Mike Burke to just catch that ball and hand it to the official and get it back from him. Tainhouse and Keene. That is a powerhouse right side for Paris. And then Pike and Melnichenko trying to help out on the left side. That shot stopped. Ball's going to roll back into the crease. Melnichenko gets it. That is what you can do. You can reach into the crease and grab it if it hasn't been covered. Nice job by Melnichenko. A fresh 30 on the power play for Paris. Burke bounces one off the foot of Crawley, and he gets it back. A crowd with Hope and Slade on him. That pass from Tainhouse hit Slade's stick and went up into the mesh. And it's going to be a fresh 30. But before we get that started, we will take the officials' time out. Paris gets the ball again. Still, it's Pike and Curran. That low shot by Tainhouse is stopped, and Slade is up the floor, and they're not going to get the pass to him. And I'm not sure what happened to Alec Tamas there. He tried to make the pass, but it's created a chance the other way. Good job by St. Kitts to get back into the defensive postures. And Dustin Gatt now down low, and here comes Laprade back out of the box. Slade, great job to get it away from Burke. Burke's going to sprint to the bench to get a defender out, and that'll be Patton, who just taps Slade in the head, and it's a goal. Roger Nurse right on top of it as the shot goes low on Orleman. Past Kevin Orleman to tie it up 1-1. 5:40 to go here in the first quarter. Wittig gets the ball off the face-off, and Callum Jones trying to rub him in. It strips him, and the ball's picked up. He kind of fought over it a little bit with Connor Brown, but Brown's going to run up the floor. Brown takes a slash there from Hope, then gets rubbed off into the board. Still has the ball, though, battling hard against Laprade. Laprade goes to the net. Penalty coming to Laprade as he grabs him, but it won't matter. Connor Brown fights through it, and now Laprade is going to go after all. So I believe they called the goal. on Connor Brown. Oh, maybe the goal must have been waved off because they are sending Leprod for the hold, and the hold wouldn't be in effect if the goal had been scored. So Leprod does go for holding, and Brendan Tainhouse will start with the ball at the top. Burke and Keene, that powerful triumvirate on the right. Melnichenko, and this time it's Pike on the left side. Helpy and Slade up top, Tamas and Muir down low. Great fake by Pike, and then gets the shot off, saved by Crawley, who's been very sharp. It'd be more than, Paris would have more than one goal if it wasn't for Crawley playing very well. Tainhouse can't get the pass to Keene behind the back, or Keene may have just missed it. Looked like it was there. Burke up to Tainhouse, 15 on the shot clock. Pike couldn't handle it. 10 on the shot clock. Nice pass down to Melnichenko. He goes behind the net. Keene dives. What a goal. No, they're going to say Crawley stopped it, and then Keene landed in the crease, and then the ball trickled in. So no goal. Good call by referee Mike Sutcliffe right on top of the play. Jeremy Morrison, our third official, along with Sutcliffe and Nurse. And St. Kitts goes to the penalty kill, and Dylan Gatt running about. Koger trying to get him. Double team comes with Goss. Gatt spins off one. Now Koger on him. 3 to shoot, and the ball is finally stripped, and Koger comes up with it. What an effort shift by Dylan Gatt. That's part of what he brings and why he's back in the St. Catharines lineup. Mouse Henry, the the St. Catharines coach, over on the bench with some help from Roger Chrysler. Hoping their penalty kill can work. It does not. Andy Campbell drops the head of the stick, goes low to high, and buries a power play goal to make it 2-1. 3 minutes and 38 seconds to go as Patton and Atwood line up for the faceoff. Patton looked like he got down first, but they are fighting for that one. Atwood pulls it out, goes straight to Wittig. He comes up and hands it off to Patterson. There's the benefit of having some offensive guys on the ball team. Wittig and Patterson can just stay out there and play. Oh, long high pass to Atwood. You have to kind of reach up for that one. Neufeld going one-on-one with Jones. Pass across to Patterson. Sidearm shot, scores. And then Neufeld running through the crease. Orleman didn't like that, but it was well after the play, after the goal. The ball. 3:12 to go as we get back underway. Patton pulls it back through his legs, straight to Blair Goss. Great face-off win there. Mike Atwood is one of the best in this league. He is a tough face-off man. And that's a good job by the youngster Patton to win that one. Melnichenko switches hands and throws the pass past Rob Koger. That's going to be over and back. And St. Catharines will take possession. Koger shaking his head. He wanted to catch that one, but he was handcuffed. That was not a great pass. And Melnichenko, you can tell by his body language as he goes to the bench that he knew that was not a good one. Atwood to Neufeld. Moving pick in front of the net. Minor interference. So Paris will take possession and Goss will start with it. Pressure from Atwood. No problem getting it ahead to Pike. Brooker Muir will come and meet Pike at the high restraining line. Campbell over to Drake Smith. Burke's going to let it fire. Save goes straight out to Smith, but he missed it. Great check by Burke on the forecheck to get it away from Dustin Gatt. But that pass to Smith doesn't connect. And here comes Muir. He's got Leprod ahead, and he's got Becker. Becker's the better option to finish, and he's going to get the ball. Oh, just skips out of his stick. That was a nice pass by Leprod. Leprod, the defender, does a nice job getting it over to Becker. It was just a little bit behind him. They ran through the crease to play the ball, and Paris goes the other way. Ulbicus. Tainhouse wants over in the far corner. Ulbicus makes a short pass instead. Now he gets it. Keene up top. Tainhouse waves him down with his head. Atwood out on Tainhouse. That's a couple of big guys. Tainhouse to the middle, scores! Brendan Tainhouse patiently works his way across the top of the formation. 1:52 to go as Paris goes back up on top, 3-2. St. Catharines knew they were in for a battle here, even though they finished ahead of Paris. And actually, I believe they beat Paris all 3 times they played this season in the regular season. But Paris is a tough out when they've got everybody here, especially. And they've got Mike Burke. That one skips off into the bench. It's just too high for Neufeld. And Paris will go the other way with possession. But when they have Mike Burke here, they have Rob Coger here. They have a lot of players. Drake Smith back in the lineup, so a lot of weapons. Of course, Coger on the defensive end, a weapon that way. Pike drives through Houtby, but gets the shot off. Whistle was blown. I didn't see what it was for. I think getting the ball. Looked like the Paris offense was staying out. Still not really clear what the call was, but St. Catharines will take possession. 1:20 to go here in the first quarter. They trail by a goal, but Atwood can change that in a hurry. Led the league in the regular season with 34 goals. Wittig shoots. That one goes off the post, straight out to Neufeld. Coger up high on Atwood. Goss communicating well, and that shot skips well wide of the net out to Wittig. Gets through his legs, but he does corral it. Rob King chasing him, and he runs right into Connor Brown. Brown playing in the defensive zone tonight. The ball is loose on the floor. Didn't look like Jamie McMahon knew it. He was still checking his man, but that wild shot trying to beat the shot clock expiring will roll all the way for an over and back. Andy Campbell running down into the corner to get it. And nice effort by Justin Pitchell to try and get that ball. If a player isn't there for the team that has possession, they will blow it in, but the official just backed Pitchell away and tossed the ball to Campbell. Didn't give him a whole lot of room, though. Shot by Curran goes over the net. Tainhouse tracks it down and scores. What a gorgeous play by Tainhouse. He is fired up, goes around behind the net, snags the ball with a one-hand reach. Patton pulls another one back between his legs. Becker is there, but great job by Callum Jones to push him off. I tell you, Jones is a dynamic young player. That's all you can say. Dynamic, feisty. He will get in people's faces. And he comes up with it with 0.8 of a second to go, so nothing's going to come of it. He and Becker have a quick chat. And they will go to their benches after 15 minutes of play. It's Paris 4, St. Catharines 2. Welcome back, Lacrosse friends. 4-2 Paris as we get the second quarter underway in the inaugural Arena Lacrosse League playoff game. Atwood pulls that one out. He's going to grab it himself. Jones is there. Gets stick on stick. Nice job by Patterson as the check from Jones forced the pass high, and Patterson just tracked it down. Now he gives it off to Jeff Wittig. Chris Atwood thinking about a shot. He usually is. We're going to have a moving pick on St. Catharines, and here comes Paris. Patton has a man ahead. Bounce pass to Brown. Oh, what a save by Crawley. Again, Paris is up 4-2, and it could be quite a bit more if it wasn't for Crawley making some big saves. That one on Connor Brown, who's had 2 breakaways and has yet to find any joy. Neufeld hits the cutting Wittig, but it actually looks like it bounced off his stick and up over the glass. And Callum Jones will head the other way for Paris. Young fan is just getting that souvenir as it went over the glass and someone grabbed it and carried it over to him. It's a very excited young fan of the Arena Lacrosse League. A little duck by Spencer Pike, shoots and scores. And Crawley, I think may have been screened a bit, but Pike coming across the top to his offside. Somebody appreciated it as we have 1 minute and 4 seconds gone in the second quarter. And we're back underway with a 5-2 Paris lead once the whistle's blown right now. Patton's still on it, pulls it out, but is grabbed by Neufeld, and he and Patterson will run up into the offense. They're going to slow it down. There's the benefit of having 5 defensive players. If you lose the face-off, as Paris goes straight into a defensive play, and St. Catharines can't push the pace on them. Nice little slip to get by the check by Patterson. Got a bit of a pick from Gatt, but it's going to be picked up by Callum Jones. He's got some wheels. He's heading up the floor, but Brandon Slade is right on him. Goes by Slade. Slade grabs him. No holding call. It looked like Slade was all over him, wrapped right around, but no call. And St. Catharines will go back up the other way. In my defense, I had a 4-hour drive today from Peterborough through horrible weather, horrible traffic, accidents, collisions, everything. Here comes Wittig to the net, shoots, steps on the crease line though, missed anyway. And Paris going the other way. Great hustle to get to the bench by Blaze McCullough to spring Andy Campbell, but the pass misfired and Jamie McMahon had to take it off the boards. Boy, Andy Campbell was sprung wide open up ahead if they'd been able to make that first pass cleanly. There's Tamas getting picked by Burke. Keene's pass doesn't get to him. Who's got the ball? It's Pike. It looked like Slade might be gone, but Pike, nice job after scoring the last goal to get that one. That shot way up over the net by Curran. Shot clock expires, but St. Catharines already going the other way. Pace to Slade, to Atwood, to the back of the net. Beautiful play by St. Catharines, and Atwood finishes. So it's announced as Atwood from Pace and Slade. It's actually from Slade and Pace. Just getting a little backwards there, but here we go, underway with 12:25 to go when that one's scored. And it's 5-3 now. St. Catharines pulls within 2, and they have possession off the faceoff. Atwood's going to let it rip again and scores again. Drops the head of the stick. He loves that low-to-low shot, and he just steps around Olbicus, fires it. He is deadly. Lacrosse League nets, as the ALL does use NLL rules, including the width of nets, and that is an NLL/ALL goal, as Atwood used the whole net to find right in the corner. Great battle. Atwood throws Patton to the floor. And they're going to say St. Catharines gets possession. Burton with a bit of a push on Atwood. Across to Chris Atwood with the last 2 goals. He was thinking about another one. Neufeld goes to the net. Heavy checking from Patton, and Neufeld's shot goes well wide. And Travis Burton is going after Chris Atwood, who's just ducking and tucking his head away. The ref saying get off of him. There was an initial penalty being called. Not sure what Atwood did or said. 11:52 to play. The penalties are up on the board. Chris Atwood has 2, and Travis Burton goes for 5. So we will be 5-on-4. St. Catharines on the power play. I don't quite get that. We'll wait for the announcement. There's a save by Orleman on the shot by Neufeld. Goss runs around the crease and flings the ball up into the crowd. And a couple of spectators looking concerned. The top row of the seats is behind where we can see, looking over the wall. And somebody's looking back to make sure everyone's all right. That one came out with some alacrity. And now St. Catharines just has 4 runners on. They played that entire offensive shift with 5 players on the floor, and nobody noticed, so no too many men call. That shot by Neufeld, picked up and Wittig, pours it in. Nice play by Wittig to just pick up the garbage and dunk it home. Welcome back to Lacrosse Friends. 11:09 to go, 5-5, minute 17 to go on this 4-on-4 situation. And I've been corrected. I talked to Commissioner and owner Paul St. John, who is up here in the upper level of the track. Toronto Rock Athletic Center. Is Brett Olbicus, Olbicus gets it, throws it ahead. Here come the RiverWolves. Drake Smith will slow it down, and apparently when I said it was 5-on-4, he took a look around and thought, no, there's 4-on-4. I could have sworn St. Catharines had 5 guys, but I apparently stand corrected. Drake Smith, watched by Muir, throws it over to Melnichenko. Hard pass to Burke. He'll shoot. Crawley just gets that one. He was going down, but not far enough that his shoulder couldn't make the stop. Lob pass just gets to Muir. Drake Smith tracking him down. Smith's going to stay back and play a defensive shift. And Dustin Gatt. Dylan Gatt. Dylan Gatt. Shaking and baking. Lobs it through. Becker almost had it, but kind of got sandwiched by a couple of defenders. And Mike Burke wondering what that call was for, because he picked up the ball and they blew it down for going through the crease. But it was actually the St. Catharines player that had gone through the crease, and that's why it was being called down. Burke holds on to the ball, and a bit of a hidden ball trick with Curran. Burke going to the net. Brian Neufeld checking him. Keene to Pike. And it's 5-on-4. Atwood is up the floor, and Keene is going to run to the bench. Good alertness by Keene to run to the bench and get a defender, Jamie McMahon, out to take away the wide open Chris Atwood. Now Atwood's just going to ask for the ball from Brian Neufeld, who's strolling up the floor. Now St. Catharines slow to get a fifth player out on the offense when they are supposed to have one, and they do get him. Josh Becker joins the power play. It's 5-all, 9:20 to go here in the second quarter. Down to Becker, he scores over the shoulder of Orleman. Nice, quick little passing play, and Becker just tucks it in. Boy, he adds such an element. 9:18 to go. It's 6-5 now. St. Catharines has pulled ahead. I believe that's their first lead of the game. And Olbicus running into the front court with Gatt all over him. He's going to go to the net, passes across. Andy Campbell, toe drag, loses the ball. Pitchell on him. It's going to be picked up by Gatt, but there's Olbicus to knock it free. And Slade will run up the floor with it. Chris Atwood slowing him down and pointing him over to his side. Slade's going to stay for the offense. Up top to Neufeld. Now Slade's actually heading to the bench with 20 left on the shot clock. Patterson, the fifth man out. It's because they had 4 lefties with him. So Slade smartly gets out. Neufeld back to Becker. And the shot clock expires. Actually, it was lower. There had been the clock had been not reset when it should have been, I guess, and it was running down, so it was being kept on the floor. Liam Patton ripping down the floor, shoots, scores. Oh my goodness, what a goal by Liam Patton. I mentioned earlier he's got some wheels. He takes faceoffs, but he can fly as well. Travis Burton from when he tried to get after Chris Atwood for a fight. There is one goal on that penalty, so another one would mean Paris could send another player out, although Burton, of course, has to serve the full 5 minutes and then gets out at the next stoppage of play, if that were to happen. If they don't score, then he does come out in a minute 10 after Atwood's shot was stopped by Kevin Orleman. Goes all the way back to Grant Crawley. He'll hand it off to Wittig. Wittig, another player who has some junior eligibility left, plays with the St. Catharines Athletics, who should be very good this summer. Becker over to Neufeld. There's Wittig. He's going to shoot. Scores! Great shot. Sniping the top corner. And Wittig has put St. Catharines back in front. And St. Catharines has gone ahead 7-6. Patton and Atwood once again battling hard for it. And Patton gets it out to Koger. He's got Connor Brown with him. There's Olbicus. He throws it past him to Patton. Patton scored the last Paris goal. Almost has an assist, but Brown didn't get his mesh on that. Now he tries the diving dunk shot. Can't get that one to go as Muir got a bit of him. Slade gliding up the floor. Thinking about going to the net. Nice little cut. Shoots. Stopped by Kevin Orleman. Great silky move by Slade. Silky describes so much what he does. Apparently, I could hear Atwood calling for the ball up here, but Leprade had some pressure on him from a Paris defender. Dan Keene is caught on defense, and Neufeld sees it and goes around him. And it's going to say that's no goal, that he stepped in the crease. No strong argument from St. Catharines, so maybe it's the right call. Andy Campbell, a little short arm shot, tries to shove it to the far side, but that one goes wide. It's picked up by Burke, 17 on the shot clock. Burton still sitting in the penalty box till the next stoppage. Burke surveying. Keene thinking about shooting. Atwood, wrap check, gets the ball loose, but Keene gets it back, gets it out again. Twice Atwood has stripped him. And now Muir comes up with it. Atwood still pushing Keene as Keene was standing over his stick. Here we go the other way. Brooker Muir running. He's picked up by Rob King. Gets it over. Whoa, and that's a hole and not called as Blaze McCullough just clamped on to Mo Bissell. And here comes Paris back the other way. Burke taking his time, 17 seconds on the shot clock. Tainhouse trotting over to give him some help. Big pick on Bissell. Pass across, but it kind of handcuffed Curran, who was right in the middle of his chest. Got to get that pass up around the ear where the stick is. Ball still loose, and the shot clock will expire with 5:25 to go. St. Catharines goes up the other way. There's Chris Atwood in the defensive zone again. Before the last game they played in Paris, his defensive coach Roger Kreisler kind of teasing him a bit about whether he can play defense. And Atwood was saying, yeah, I can play defense. And Roger's like, how come I haven't seen you do it? But actually he can when he puts his mind to it. There's a shot by Gatt. That one stopped in front. Koger stopped it. Now he's going after Gatt as he tracks it back down. Shot clock expired. Oh, no, that was the buzzer on the floor. The rink on the other side of the stadium, the arena. Toronto Rock Athletic Center with 2 pads, one here, one the other side, and once in a while that buzzer goes, and it can be a little confusing. It's pretty loud. Patton back over center. He's just going to stand. They're going to say, oh, Roger Nurse initially waved off the back over, and then he said it was back over, and then the ball hit Drake Smith's hand. So out of all of that, St. Catharines comes up with the ball. Atwood tried to get a hard shot off, but gets his own rebound and scores. And that's a tough break for Paris. As Goss got up onto the stick of Atwood, the shot goes well off the mark, but bounces off the backboards straight back out to him. 6 to play in the second quarter. That makes the time of the goal 11:24, and it's 8-6 for the St. Catharines Shockwave. Callum Jones almost had it. Nobody able to come up with it. Now Jones loses his stick. Sharply picks it up as Burton gets the ball. He is out of the box. Good news for Paris as they will try to get back the 2-goal deficit they now have. St. Catharines definitely on a roll here, controlling the second quarter. Burke, big pick on Gatt, flicks it behind his back to Tainhouse. Then Gatt flattens Burke, or Muir flattens Burke. That makes sense. Brooker Muir is a big hitter, as I mentioned in my All-Star team column today on ILindoor.com. There's Slade. He wasn't gliding that time. He was putting everything in to stay in ahead of Brendan Tainhouse. The big guy Tainhouse can move, as you saw there. And St. Catharines slows it down, sets up on the offense. The Shockwave on a 6-1 run. Only that shorthanded goal by Liam Patton breaking that run up. So it's gone from 5-2 Paris to 8-6 St. Catharines. Paris really needs the next goal. That pass from Rob King. Hard to see the numbers up on the jersey. Long pass ahead to Atwood. That's dangerous. Saved, though, by Orleman. He had to kind of rush it a bit as Obicus hustled back to get in the way. And Atwood now will try and put a little forecheck pressure on. Have a quick chat with a couple of Paris players as he heads off. He's still talking to them as Drake Smith takes it up at the other end. Bryden Curran. Up top to Burke. Burke hits a cutting Mike Melnichenko. Quick stick home. Burke threw it the only place he had a lane, which is about hip high, and Melnichenko, great job. Atwood and Patton once again. Boy, these guys are going to be worn out by the end of the night after these battles. Atwood had it. Now he just grabs Patton, hooks him with the arm, and eventually it's Slade that comes up with it. Great pass. Oh, and Patterson just couldn't get it. Slade in traffic shoveled it out of the way and almost led Patterson perfectly. Now Patterson is going to try and surprise Travis Burton. Checks him from behind, no call, as he knocked him down. And Connor Brown comes up with it. Patton was up top calling it that he was the safety valve or the outlet valve, but the ball gets away under great duress from Connor Brown, and here comes St. Catharines the other way. Anthony Patterson will just slow it down and wait for his offensive teammates. Patterson, we'll see if he stays out, because he plays defense, then he comes up and plays offense. He's got to have a motor absolutely nonstop because he just keeps running. There's Bissell. Bissell trying to cut by Obicus. There's help from Jamie McMahon. Jones takes the shot, rebound off the backboards. Just gets it past Brian Neufeld's forecheck ahead to McMahon just over center. 1:45 to go in the half. Still 8-7 for St. Catharines as Tainhouse. Trying to break down Alec Tamas. Tamas stays with him. A little slip pick by Keene. There's Drake Smith in the front. He's stopped by Crawley. Muir looking up the floor. Wasn't there. Tamas was going to the bench instead of running for the break because he knew it wasn't there. So Muir just runs it. Great pass. Oh, nice save on Becker. Atwood had drifted below the goal line, so just passed it over. And here we come the other way. Nice catch. Curran shoots, save, and he's knocked down by Muir. They're going to say a loose ball push on Muir there. Muir, an amazing season. He's 23 assists in the regular season. Only 4 goals. He's not really much of a finisher, but playing defense, getting 23 assists and only 1 penalty. What a great season. Burke finally gives it up as he has got all over him. 15 on the shot clock. We're into the final minute of the half. Shovel pass out to Tainhouse. Takes a shot, going after his own rebound. Muir gets there, though. That is why Muir is on that all-star team I talked about. Here he comes. He'll pass it to Atwood. Atwood misses unbelievably. He missed the net. That's going to be an over and back. Slade tried to just get a stick on the ball to stop them from being able to go. Keene has it. Shoots. He had Campbell on the far side, but thought the shot was there. It's not a bad option. Keene is a dangerous shooter, but has stopped that time, and Slade runs it ahead. And St. Catharines will take a timeout. Mike Atwood is set up in the slot, and he and Liam Patton, the faceoff man, are battling as Patterson and Chris Atwood are over on the far side. Be interesting to watch as they try to deal with Chris Atwood. He is a load. He is so strong, but so is Liam Patton, who's battling with him. Different kind of strength, as Patton's very wiry. Pass behind the goal line, out to Patterson. Atwood with the big pick. There's Neufeld, shot by Becker. Neufeld had it. It was almost in. Time expires, and again, that would have been a goal if the ball had gone behind the goal line, even if the net isn't in position, but Orleman got it just in time. After 30 minutes of play, it's 8-7. Atwood and Patton once again as we get back underway here with third quarter action in the Arena Lacrosse League playoffs. And Atwood eventually comes up with the ball after it kind of bounced around a little. Slade making that pass. Wittig trying to stay over center. Does a nice job to get away from Jones, who's all over him. The ball is stripped. Another strip by Callum Jones. What a game this kid is having. You're going to say a loose ball push on St. Catharines, so Jones will start with possession. Neufeld on him, so a little easy bounce pass over to Bryden Curran. Curran trots ahead. It's 8-7 for St. Catharines. Brooker Muir has lost his stick as he was trying to check Connor Brown. He's going to stay on Brown, and Curran will toe drag past pace, switches hands and shoots, saved by Crawley. Rolls out, Leprod misses it, so Mike Burke will get possession and a fresh 30 for St. Catharines for Paris. Here's Drake Smith with the ball. Goes to the net. Thought about shooting, but made the last second pass to Curran. It was just too high as Alex Pace was covering him. And now, looks like we've got a fight. Alec Tamas and Bryden Curran going at it. Tamas's helmet is off. Curran still has his on, so Tamas grabs it. Can't get it off. Curran trying to throw some punches. Curran still throwing punches as Tamas is trying to shove his helmet off. I'm not personally a big fan of the whole throwing punches while your bucket's still on. I'd say take it off, but they jumped into that one pretty quick. All right, so we are back underway. It's 5-on-5. There was originally a checking from behind call to Alex Pace as that ball gets away from Tainhouse, and then the fight, and Bryden Curran actually took a slash, which is clearly what precipitated the fight, I guess. So it is 5-on-5. Curran is in there for 7 minutes. Tamas is in for 5, and Pace is in for 2. Chris Atwood to Becker, who misses. He had Orleman falling and had some open net, but missed. Obicus running, takes a smack from Gatt, and the Paris bench up in arms. Not sure why that wasn't a slash with some of the calls we have seen. Koger with the shot. He falls as Crawley makes the save. Here comes Slade the other way. Slade reaches out to make sure he breaks the 8-second count. Breaks center before the 8-second count. And Kyle Pedwell has the ball up to Atwood. Atwood shoots, and Mo Bissell was sprinting out to join the offense. As Orleman made the save, Bissell threw on the brakes, turned around, and sprinted back to the bench. That is a short, hard-running shift for Mo Bissell. Paris has the ball. Mike Burke running through the middle as he sets a pick, and Tainhouse goes low. That one bounces off the backboards and out of play. And nobody got hit by that one. Someone, a woman watching the game, did get hit by the earlier one. I thought I had a shot with her at halftime. She's fine and said, I should have been paying attention to the game. Becker shoots, scores! Sidearm rips it between Orleman and the post. Not much development of the play. He just walks in, nobody picks him up, and he fires it home. And it's the first goal of this second half by Becker, making it 9-7 for St. Catharines. Atwood flips it over to Houtby, who got the assist on that goal by Becker. Here comes Brandon Slade. He's got Wittig. Wittig tries to tuck it down, but Callum Jones turns him aside, so he gives it up to Neufeld. Neufeld has Patton on him. Goes to the net, shoots and scores. And Liam Patton just drops his head because he knows he lost Brian Neufeld, and the league's leading scorer takes advantage, races to the slot, tucks it far side on the reaching goal. Brooker Muir is out for the faceoff with 12:13 to go, taking the place of Mike Atwood. He is trying to figure out where to put his stick. Found the place because he wins the draw. Couldn't pick it up eventually, but it is picked up by Gatt. And Gatt runs into a double team, throws it as he falls to his knees, gets it out to Muir. Muir's going to circle around, and St. Catharines just now getting their 5 offensive players on the floor, including Muir, who stays out. Neufeld to Patterson. He's watched by Connor Brown. Picked by Houtby, who's out for an offensive shift. Patterson goes low. Orleman looked behind him, but it was well tied up in the stick. And Parrish will go the other way. Don't want to let this St. Catharines team slip too far ahead. As you've seen, they can get on a run. Spencer Pike is going for a bit of a run. Nice defense, though, by Laprade. Pike still has it and finally throws it up top to Tainhouse. He drags it, ducks it down, passes it out, and Houtby has it go straight into his stick. Nice pickoff by the steady defender. He's going to slow things down. He has been back, then up, then back, so he is heading off the floor for a bit of a rest. He'll go to the end of the line of defenders and get a breather. Bissell keeps changing directions, out to Slade. Slade looking for the ball, can't get it with Patton all over him. Becker does get it, that hits Rob King, and the shot clock will expire. Atwood goes to pick up the ball. He does have the ball. Atwood holding on to it, and still holding on to it. Now he finally gives it to Roger Nurse, and that's got to be a delay of game. The face-off circle, he's been limping all night, but he is out there battling on the dot with Patton. And they come up with it almost like a girls' field lacrosse face-off as it's between their two sticks. Eventually comes out, and Becker gets it. Olbicus and Smith double team him. Smith drops off, and Olbicus still there. Becker makes the pass, and Muir will pass it up top to Wittig. 17 on the shot clock as Pedwell gets it. Slips by Koger. Koger with the wrap checks. Pedwell still gets the shot off. That ball comes flicking out, and Pedwell's going to track it down. Fresh 30, and now we have a penalty coming. Oh, and Brooker Muir has just gone after Callum Jones. He's going to go to the box. I think Jones took the first one. We'll check what's called. The official signaled twice for roughing, but I thought at the time he was just thinking that the officials hadn't got it. But no, it will be the extra minor for Muir. So Paris goes to the power play. Tainhouse to Burke. Pike thought about shooting. Burke down low. Keene. Pike will shoot, scores. Shoots around Houtby, using the screen perfectly, and just tucks it inside that far post. That is a laser. One not playing today, Nick Tchaikovsky. He will be on the weekend with Oshawa. He is a solid two-way player. And then it's Pike that just scored that goal, and Liam Patton also with Paris. So there's some good stuff coming back for the Barrie Lakeshores. Houtby, speaking of good stuff, fights through the double team of Brown and Smith. But then the pass doesn't connect, and here come the RiverWolves. They're 3-on-1. A couple of St. Catharines players in the change box, and they're going to get a too-many-men call. So you can hear the Paris bench saying, just shoot it, and let's get the 5-on-3. It is 5-on-4, sorry it was. No, it should be 5-on-3 because Brooker Muir was there. But now that penalty is gone, and we're 5-on-4. Shot by Tainhouse, he scores. That did not take long, 9:21 to go here. Just 10 seconds into the penalty being served by Mo Bissell. And we are back to 5-on-5 lacrosse. It's 10-9 with 9:21 to go in the third quarter. This is a barn burner, just as we anticipated. McMahon with a nice play to pull that one out, but actually kind of left it there. And Olbicus gets it, was going to the net, but 3 Shockwave jerseys surrounding him, so he gave it up. Brown got it over to Burke, who gives it straight back to him. Back to Burke. They're waiting for the fifth guy to get on the floor. It's Keene coming late. He takes the pass over right in front of the St. Catharines bench. Runs by the defender. Brown tries to make a move down low. He's stripped by Jordan Helpe, and the shot clock will expire. It'll be St. Catharines' possession. Helpe quickly ahead, and Leprod looking to find someone to pass to, but Slade was the only guy out there. Now he gets to Gatt, who'd come off the bench. Atwood takes the pass. Neufeld on the far side. Rob King watching him. Neufeld thought about going underneath, but King reacted well. Now Wittig comes in, stopped by Orleman. He grabs it, drops it on his stick, and throws the outlet to Koger. Paces out to pick him up, so he gets to Smith. Drake Smith with one hand. Now he puts the second hand on the stick. Nice job handling that pass. He's got Gatt all over him and gives it off to Koger, who's going to head to the bench with 12 on the shot clock. I think at that point I might have just stayed out for offense. And Andy Campbell's not even going to come out. They're just going to send a defender out, plays McCullough to be ready. There's a shot at the other end by Tainhouse, but St. Catharines comes up with it. McCullough's ready to play defense as Slade once again runs up the floor. He'll stay out. Tosses it up to Atwood, nearing the midway point of this third quarter. Bissell's backing away, makes the pass to Atwood and cuts to the net. Atwood pulls it down, behind the back pass to Patterson. Nice save, Orleman. Just throws himself across to stop that one. Gets the pass out to Patton, but it's a bit too far for him. And it goes to Slade. St. Catharines with a fresh 30. McCullough's been out there a while. He is checking his shoulders. He went hard into the boards in that scuffle over along the far side. Orleman can't grab it with his free hand. That's a good play by McCullough if he can get the ball free, but Becker does get it. Shoots with his switched hands. He went righty there. Got that one ripped off, but saved by Orleman. And then that pass is thrown away. Here comes St. Catharines. Leprod back the other way. A little bit of sloppiness. We're now past midway point, 6:43 to go in the third quarter. Wittig shovels back. Neufeld shoots, save Orleman. Officials timeout should be on the next break. Atwood checked by Olbicus. He gets it over to Pedwell, gives it up to Wittig. Shoots, save Orleman. Neufeld, fresh 30. He's got Koger right on him. We'll pass it off. And Pedwell sets things up, throwing it to Wittig. Here comes Neufeld around, and a quick shot. That one goes wide. They've got 17 left as they get the ball back. Pedwell just gave it up to Gatt. Here comes Wittig. Cross-hander. Orleman just stops it and then didn't want a repeat of the goal earlier that got in as he was falling backwards. So a great job of balancing by Orleman until play was blown down. Well, until he was able to recover the ball and pass it ahead. 20 on the shot clock as Burke runs down the side. Gatt on him. Goes to the net. Dives. Save Crawley. Helpe comes up with it. Lobs it ahead. Slade's running. Man off the bench is Patton. He takes away the lane. There's the pass to Helpe, though. He's going to shoot far side. Reach around. Tucks his own rebound back. And another save by Orleman. Basically just staying upright as much as he could to get in the way of that one. Melinichenko through the double team. Fights it off and then runs into Helpe. That's over and back. As the ball fell out of his stick and rolled over. We will take the officials' timeout. That very upright running style he's got. It's effective for him. He's just going to leave it there for Gatt. Now he'll cut to the middle. Gatt tries to spin away from Olbicus. Olbicus on him. The shot by Gatt. Foot save. And it's Olbicus that comes up with it. Campbell lobs it over to Burke. Tainhouse thinking about shooting, trying to go one-on-one with Helpe. Gatt was there to help as well, and Tainhouse pulls it back out, gives it to Burke. And again, Melinichenko, the fifth guy, just coming out now for the offense. Parrish really having a tough time getting all five guys on. That's going to be over and back. And Burke will start the cascade to the bench to get the defenders out. Chris Atwood's going to wait up near mid-floor to pick up the ball. Actually start down in the corner, and Atwood has to take the pass up from Neufeld. Hits Becker, spins off. Great save by Orleman. That was a nice play by Becker. He can't play the ball because he ran through the crease, and he knew it, so he just stood there blocking Liam Patton. And they call it. We're back underway. 3.5 minutes to go in the third. A 1-goal game. Paris will try and even it up here. Pike is the trailer as Brown looks for him, gets it to him. Over to Burke. Drake Smith wants it down low and gets the pass. He's got Tamas on him. Pike watched by Slade, so he passes to Curran. That one off the boards. There's Smith trying to repeat the first goal of the game as Burke fed it through to him on the slot, but Drake Smith stepped on the crease. Here's Tamas. He'll shoot right in the middle of Orleman. Trying to go 5-hole, but didn't get it through. Rob King and Brandon Slade having a bit of a chat. Now Slade runs into Tainhouse as he heads to the bench. Campbell setting up. Tainhouse, and again, the 5th Paris player just getting on the floor now. Might be a tactic that they're holding on to guys so they can try and surprise St. Catharines with the last guy coming off the bench. Melnichenko shoots near side. Nice save by Crawley. Pike did a good job getting to the bench, so they have some defenders out as LaPrade runs the floor. Campbell gives him a little whack in the hip. And Patterson watched closely by Blaze McCullough. Atwood trotting towards the near side. Patterson trying to pick on Callum Jones for him. The 2-man game just doesn't work, and here comes McCullough. It's a 2-on-1 as McCullough goes to the net. Wittig did a nice job getting stick on stick there. I thought McCullough was going to pass it over to Patton. Patton actually has to avoid the ref as he's going off, but Chris Atwood scores, takes the pass and tucks it far side. Has given them a 2-goal lead. Brian Neufeld has a goal and 5 assists for St. Catharines, and Jeff Wittig 2 goals and 3 assists. Brendan Tainhouse leading Paris with 3 goals and 2 helpers, and Mike Burke with 5 assists. And here comes St. Catharines. Slade going to the net, through the legs, scores. What a goal! Let's run that replay about 5 times as Brandon Slade goes underhand, bounces it through his legs, through Orleman's legs. What a goal to make it 12-9 with 1:46 to play in the third. Atwood pulls it out, and it goes straight to Gat. Gat watched by Callum Jones. Jones shoves him over towards the corner, staying with him. Giving a little push into the boards, and there is Gat with the ball. St. Catharines was only 3 offensive players. They're 4th coming now. Atwood is standing by the bench. There's only 10 on the shot clock. There's a shot by Neufeld. Oh, what a goal by Josh Becker. Reaches up with one hand to grab the rebound, bouncing up out of the crease. Atwood and Patton again. It's down below them. Patton tried to grab it, but as Bulbicus comes up with it, he's running. He's going to shoot. Misses near side. Well, his far side, our near side. And that one goes right up to the same spot where that woman got hit in the first half. Everyone's smiling, though, so she's okay this time. Slade not going to go for a run this time. He's going to go for a trot off to the bench and get a bit of a break as we're into the final minute of this third frame. 13-9 St. Catharines. Quick release by Neufeld, trying to catch Orleman off guard and go for the 2-for-1 so they can have the last possession of the quarter. Orleman's pass just gets through to Burke. He's 1-on-3, waiting for a cutter as Melnichenko catches it. Nice shot, a big hit by Alex Pace, but he's still got the shot off. Great timing on the hit, but Melnichenko just kind of used that power to get the head of his stick dropped down. There's Tainhouse shooting, scores! Great outside shot by Brendan Tainhouse. Patton tries to crank the stick of Atwood out of the way, but Atwood manages to get it to his teammate, and Slade comes up with the ball. And with 17 seconds, Crawley's off to the bench. 6 attackers coming out for St. Catharines. They're waiting to set things up as Wittig takes along the boards. Jones trying to strip him. He's done it a few times this game, but can't this time. And Becker will slow it down. 5 to shoot. Atwood to Neufeld. His shot off a leg. That almost went in the stick of Drake Smith, who could have flung it down the floor. But it rolls away, and we're through 45 minutes of play. It's 13-10, St. Catharines. Welcome back, lacrosse friends. The the final 15 minutes, and unless we go overtime, it's 13-10 right now for St. Catharines. Parrish will be trying to battle back as Patton and Atwood face it off. Atwood slaps it over, and Slade, as usual, comes up with the ball. He's going to the net. Thought about making the pass. Gat was picked up nicely by Obicus as Gat came off the bench, so Slade's just going to hand it off to Neufeld. Jones comes out to get him. Boy, I like this Callum Jones youngster. Breaking down, nice positioning. There's Gat behind the back to Patterson, can't get it, and Jones comes up with the ball. He's going to go for a run. Obicus ahead of him. He's just going to run away from Pedwell. Spins back out. Has a couple guys coming off the bench. Leaves it. Nope, passes it over to Curran, who now gets it to Burke. Pace on him. A Muir coming from all the way across the floor. Behind the back shot by Connor Brown right in the middle of Grant Crawley. There's an outlet pass to Laprade. McMahon picks him up. And Laprade's just going to run it out and give it up to the offense, as there were 5 blue jerseys with the red shoulder caps of the Parrish RiverWolves back there on defense. Wittig gets it back from Bissell. Thinking about a shot, takes one, bounces it. Looks like it went off the post and up and out. But Parrish is going to get possession. Here comes McMahon. He's got a man with him, tries to force it through. And that is a rare, questionable decision that you'll see from Jamie McMahon, because I didn't think the passing lane was there, and it did get tipped away. Slade to Becker on his offside. He's going to go for a trot behind the net as Tainhouse checks him. Comes out, thinking shot. Now has it in one hand. We've seen what he can do with one hand. Patterson loses it, but gets it back with Patton all over him. 8 seconds to shoot. Nice move, but then he's flattened. Great slide by Drake Smith. Back for a defensive shift. Oh, but Becker scores. The shot off the crossbar, off of Orleman, who saw it coming, tried to grab it. It just bounced off his arm and trickles over the line. Dan Keene out for the faceoff this time. We have seen him take faceoffs this year, and you can see he is an effective battler. Jones just about had it. He's pushed over from behind, and Parrish will get possession. Obicus tosses it ahead. And Keene is there to play offense as Parrish gets their full set out on the floor. Melnichenko on the crease, but he's on his offside, so he runs around the net. Pitchell picking him up, sorry. There's a shot falling to his knees by Burke. Crawley just swallows that one up. And Helpy with the sidearm outlet pass. Laprade thought about going to Atwood, but didn't like what he saw, so he's going to just make the easy pass to Wittig, and St. Catharines will set up. 20 on the shot clock. Mo Bissell backing away from the checker, Blair Goss. Tries to go in now. Goss checking him, and Orleman just squeezes together and stops that. Patton with the double team, pulling through. And there's a discussion as the Parrish bench calling for a hold, and Roger Nurse saying no, not at all. You can hear them all from up here. And Crawley just jumps on that loose ball. And here comes St. Catharines back the other way. Muir's just going to slow things down. Play is actually stopped. Oh, it's a bench minor to Parrish, so nothing to do with the helmet coming off. It's something coming from the bench. And St. Catharines goes to the power play with a 4-goal lead. And 11:44 now left in the fourth quarter. Atwood's shot is knocked down. And possession given to Paris. I'm not sure why play was blown down, but Callum Jones will run through the double team. Nice job. And he'll sprint up over center. He's just going to hang on as they're shorthanded. Fakes the pass to Drake Smith. Muir comes up to check him. Curran open now. Laprade comes to pick him up. Jones starts to run to the net. Muir watching him carefully. The pass to Smith doesn't get there. That's going to go over and back. And it's flicked back by Obicus. St. Catharines wants a delay of game penalty, but that happened just as the shot clock was expiring. You could call it, but that'd be a tough one, especially when they're already shorthanded. Not the kind of call you generally make to put somebody down 5-on-3. Passing around the perimeter is St. Catharines. Patterson to Atwood. Wittig sets a screen. Becker to Wittig. He's stopped by Orleman. Koger comes up with it, loses the ball. First guy to see it is Patterson. He can't come up with it though, but he does inadvertently kick it over to Brian Neufeld, and they'll reset with a fresh 30. 10.5 minutes to go here in the fourth. 32 left on the penalty. Atwood, hard pass across. Nice job by Blaze McCullough to stop Becker from getting a shot off. Becker comes up with it though, and Atwood will shoot. Saved by Orleman. He falls but corrals the ball and looks up the floor. Wants to get it to Ulbicus. Does. Melnichenko off the bench. See if he can find him. The second man is Keene. And Ulbicus will slow it down. Great transition defense by St. Catharines. Now Keene trying to go facing Muir. Muir working him over. Nice job by Keene to hold it. And the shot by Pike saved by Crawley. Keene, one hand, gets it over to Burke. He's stopped by the post. Muir has Keene all over him. Keene just kind of falls as he's cross-checking him, and Muir runs it up the floor. Sees Atwood off the bench, but the passing lane taken away by Connor Brown, so he hands it off to Slade. Slade's going to stay for the offensive shift as Gatt gives it up to Atwood. 12 on the shot clock. Atwood to Gatt. A little pick by Rudy George, and falling in the crease is Gatt. Orleman looking up the floor. He's going to make the short pass to McMahon. A couple of players off the bench is Melnichenko and then Tainhouse. Tainhouse will set a pick. There's the cutter. Campbell shoots. Saved by Grant Crawley. The veteran making some big saves here as we tick down to 9 minutes left. St. Catharines still up by 4, 14-10. Wittig will take it. They've got 18 left as they set up the offense. Neufeld has it. Wittig cut to the net, but Goss picked him up. So they're just taking their time. Pedwell thought about getting the shot, didn't. Flicks it down. And here comes Paris. Basically, just using a 30-second clock to give the defense a bit of a rest as the offense pretty much passed it around the outside there. Here's Brown running to the net. He's on his offside. He'll go behind the net. Covered nicely by Alex Pace. Curran to Smith. Pulls it through, but then loses it as he tries to reset. And Gatt throws it ahead. Tamas coming in one-on-one, but there's a hustling play by Rob King out of the penalty box. And 8 minutes to go. It's still 14-10 St. Catharines. We are at 5-on-5 lacrosse here. Atwood takes it. 10 seconds left. High pass. Becker looking for someone cutting. Finds Pedwell, but Pedwell's shot goes wide. A couple of Paris RiverWolves were on him. That shot late. That one's after the buzzer went. Becker had switched sides. No delay of game there either. Again, the buzzer was still sounding as he took that shot. So it wasn't very late. Here's Burke. Gets a check from Slade. Throws to the far side, and Pike to Melnichenko to Tainhouse. Off the foot, straight out to Tainhouse, but tips off the edge of his stick, and Melnichenko goes to Burke. We've got a fresh 30. Lots of time to work with. Nice strip, though, between Muir and Slade. Slade's looking for Muir, lobs it ahead. Just a little too far, but he's going to run onto it. They won't get a breakout chance, but they will get possession in the offensive zone. McCullough there to watch Muir, who's going to go to the bench. Atwood with it, taking his time. Shoots, save. Orleman is rolling between his legs, come out the other side. Luckily for them, Patton saw it because Neufeld was the only other guy in the neighborhood, and he would have tucked it home before Orleman had an idea what was happening. Jones breaks down a little bit and then is just going to throw it ahead to Pike. Drake Smith takes it. Backing his way in, then turns back out. Pass to Pike. He's grabbed. Oh, what a shot. Spencer Pike running across the crease, goes behind the back and drags the shot to the near post. Timeout will come at the next stoppage. We do not take it on goals, so we'll wait until there's another play blown down. Another extended battle and another girls field lacrosse face-off, and Patton pulls it out to Connor Brown. I'll tell you, Atwood and Patton are putting it all out there, laying it on the line in the face-off circle. Callum Jones, watched by Pitchell. Pitchell rams him into the boards. Burke takes the pass. Neufeld out playing defense. Back door, but that shot misses from Brown. Burke goes behind the net to Brown. Dives, what a goal. No, he missed the net. I thought he tucked it in, but he actually threw it back over the crossbar. St. Catharines ball, 5:49 to go, and Slade bringing it forward. Throws it to Becker and then goes to the bench. Seems an odd one, but maybe, because they had the 3 lefties and they go to 3 righties instead. No, they still got 3 lefties. Wittig with the shot, he misses. They actually had 4 lefties with Slade and brought another righty Gat onto the floor. Just a little trickery. Try and confuse the RiverWolves, who run back up the floor as King will hand it off to Dan Keene. Tainhouse trying to open some space for him. Pick on Becker, then pick on Gat. Another pick on Gat. Now he gets the ball. 10 to shoot. Thought about a pass, goes to Drake Smith. Smith's shot goes off of somebody. They're saying it was off a St. Catharines player. St. Catharines protested mildly, but it will be Paris possession. Curran with the ball. Fresh 30 for Paris. Tainhouse behind the net. Oh, Smith drops the pass. And here comes Laprade as we're 5 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter. Laprade will circle back out. A little short arm pass to Muir, who stays with Becker. Patton D'ing him up. He just rolls the pass out, and Patton gives him a bit of a bump. So Muir gives him a hard pick. Atwood, behind the back pass on the crease to Becker. Holding call coming to Drake Smith. Smith tied up the arm of Josh Becker. So St. Catharines leads 14-11, and with 4:31 to go, they go to the power play. See if Paris can kill this one. Boy, a shorthanded goal would go a long way. They've got Jones and Olbicus up high, McMahon and Koger down low. Wittig shoots, saved by Orleman, and there he goes. Olbicus on the run. Anthony Patterson chasing him. Olbicus shoots and stopped by Crawley. You can see he felt a little pressure from Patterson, so great hustle. Then Jones knocks down the pass by Wittig, but it bounces right back to him. Neufeld down low. Becker shoots, save. Orleman, and it rolls out to Josh Becker. He cradles and passes. Neufeld, a couple of fakes and misses far side, goes straight to Chris Atwood with 15 left on the shot clock. Wittig up top. Oh my! Wittig, a little hesitation play, kind of fakes like he's going to shoot, and then just drops the stick head down and goes low to high. Brooker Muir out to face off against Patton. Ball eventually comes out. Tamas gets it and runs toward the net, but there were a few blue shirts, so he'll just throw it to Muir and back his way over to the bench. Brandon Slade taking his time. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Another long possession by St. Catharines. Atwood's going to the bench for a defender. Shot by Slade, it comes out, and Gat's going to get it back for a fresh 30. He tries to flick the pass behind him and fell, but it did bounce to Brandon Slade. And Atwood, who had gone to the bench for the defender, will now come out as Slade goes to the bench. And there's a player, Mike Burke, is up the floor at the far restraining line, so Justin Pitchell is staying with him as they try to get the pass through to Neufeld. Doesn't get there. Atwood's going to get it, though. Through the 5-hole, it's on the goal line, and it was just sitting on the goal line. Connor Brown grabbed it. Orleman with a stick up, wondering if he's going to the bench for an extra attacker as Patton runs it up the floor, and Orleman's outside the fan, but not coming all the way. 18 on the shot clock. They're going to wait for one more possession. Shot by Melnichenko, stopped by Helpe, but rolls over to Pike and back to Melnichenko. He's directing traffic with head nods. Gets it to Burke, goes to the net. Great job by Laprade to meet him, but the pass through to Melnichenko off the post, fresh 30. Keene's pass gets away from Burke. Nice outlet by Crawley. St. Catharines wants a checking the crease penalty. Looks like somebody's going after Helpe. It's Mike Burke. Helpe's going to drop his mitts, and he's ready to go now. The officials are in the way. I'm not sure why they're stopping them as they both want to go. So they each get 4 minutes for roughing. So it'll definitely be gone well into overtime, even if we get there. Becker on his offside, 4 goals and an assist for him today. Brandon Slade with the ball. He's been everywhere for this Shockwave team. St. Catharines in no rush to shoot the ball. Atwood is just going to lob a pass down in the vicinity of a couple of his teammates. It's grabbed by Olbicus. He's going to run the floor. Muir with him. Little flip pass. Smith can't handle it. It's still loose. Tamas, nice job to check, and he kicks it ahead. Brandon Slade running one-on-one. And he's just going to turn it out. Time is more valuable for St. Catharines than another shot on net, and Slade, good decision. Paris has to get out and get some pressure. You can see they're a little tired, the Liam Patton. He's been battling in the faceoff circle. He looked a bit knackered. Now he's up checking Muir as McMahon takes Slade. Muir slides off the check. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. He's going to go to the net now. Spins, still in one hand. Shot clock expires, and then he flicks it towards Orleman. And Orleman, you'd think would be running towards the net. They're not even going to bother with 40 seconds to go here in this game. Pike has it. Hits the cutting Tainhouse. Actually doesn't get through as Gat was all over him. And Gat's going to not come up with the ball, but it is picked up by, as usual, Brandon Slade. St. Catharines content to kill the time. Parrish recognizes it's over. Their season will end as Justin Pitchell rolls it into the corner and time expires. It's a 15-11 win for the St. Catharines Shockwave.